Yes, no. Joining us now, CRTV host Michelle Malkin investigates. Michelle Malkin, nationally syndicated radio talk shows Larry Elder. What's your favorite tape, Michelle? I can't stop laughing. My entire team is dying.
I am
go
too.
ahead.
I am too. Is this CNN or PNN? I mean, it's disgusting. And you know what? It's kind of sad. I think it's always good to have more and diverse competition in the media marketplace. I've always said that the answer to speech with which we disagree and news coverage with which we disagree is more and better news coverage. But this has really literally sunk into the toilet, and it's a rather unhealthy obsession that this once august news network has now succumbed to. I mean, Anderson Cooper, think about it. This is a guy who was a war correspondent, and I will say something nice about him. I remember and admire when he was exposing Hezbollah's manipulation of the news, and now he's every bit as a propagandist as the propagandist he used to expose. It's
when
very
you put
pathetic,
when you
Sean.
juxtapose his questions with Jerry Springer, I mean, what has happened there, Larry?
Well, there wasn't a whole lot of difference. And Sean, let me start by having full disclosure. You have never sought legal advice from me, although you and I shared a car one time in New York, and you paid the driver and gave him a substantial tip.
I forgot to tell
everybody.
So
all that is out.
Oh, no.
Now, let me tell you why the media... Let me tell you why the media are so hysterical, Sean. They, of course, despise Trump. They dislike Republicans in general. But the reason this is a whole level of hostility is because they know that they were part of why Trump won. They gave him all that free publicity, having no blooming idea he was going to win. They treated him as a joke and helped him pick off his rivals one after another. They feel guilty. They feel responsible. So now they're going after him with a vengeance. That's why the coverage has been so nasty.
Yeah. Michelle, where does this end for them? Because look at the criminal referrals tonight. This is serious stuff now. Look at that they've been wrong on Russia, and that now it's become Stormy Daniels. It's so ridiculous you can't even make it up. But they have egg on their face because they've lied to the American people. They've hyped and hyperventilated for over a year with nothing.
Yeah, where does it go? Well, it's sewage. And there's a reason why they are in last place when it comes to the TV ratings, because they are no longer a credible journalism organization. Why do you think they've ratcheted up the attacks on you? I loved the tape, the montage that you showed the other night. Hannity, 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 Hannity. I mean, it sounds like an opera almost, right? And it is Wagnerian if you think about it, what's happening to them. Look, the existence of bias has never been a problem with me, and you and I and Larry have always been very upfront about what our ideological principles and views are, where we stand during election cycles. It is the pretense of objectivity, and that is the problem with CNN. There they are on their high horses, pretending to tell everybody else what qualifies as news and what qualifies as journalism. Journalism is an act. My friend James O'Keefe always says it. Our friend James O'Keefe always says, journalism is an act. It is not an identity. And what threatens the mainstream media the most is that anybody can do it. Citizens can do it. Talk show hosts can do it. Ordinary bloggers can do it. And they can do it better than them.
And Larry, you get to do it. I get to do it. Michelle gets to do it. And it's changed the whole landscape.
It has. And Sean, talk about full disclosure. Does Jake Tapper tell people that he used to be a press secretary for a Democrat during her campaign, and then when she won, he worked for her as a press secretary? Did Chuck Todd tell people that he worked for the presidential campaign of Tom Harkin, probably one of the most left-wing guys ever to run for president? Did George Clinton?
Oh, I've got a big investigative report.
He was a top aide to Bill Clinton, and he went on television and maligned Jennifer Flowers. Was that disclosed before the Comey interview? Of course not. These guys have conflicts of interest up the yin-yang, but we never hear about that.
Up the yin-yang. And by the way, I would hire Larry and Michelle any day. Yin-yang, okay. I think